Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a rut, wanting to make a huge change in your life, but not knowing where to start? It's a common feeling, like hitting an invisible wall that keeps you from moving forward. You want that breakthrough, that total transformation, but something's holding you back. What if I told you the key to unlocking that growth is hidden in the very things you try to ignore every single day? There's a fascinating psychological tendency we all share called information avoidance. It's our brain's way of protecting us. We subconsciously turn away from things that make us feel uncomfortable, anxious, or negative. Think about it. Do you ever put off checking your bank account when you know money is tight? Or maybe you avoid a difficult conversation with a partner or a boss because you're scared of the outcome. That's information avoidance in action. It's like putting on blinders and hoping the problem just disappears. But here's the hard truth. Avoiding problems doesn't make them go away. In fact, it does the opposite. It prevents us from tackling them head-on, which means we can't learn, we can't adapt, and we certainly can't grow. That invisible wall you feel. It's built brick by brick with all the uncomfortable truths you've been avoiding. By not facing these issues, we stay stuck, unable to reach our full potential. The very act of ignoring something gives it power over us. Now, this might sound a bit counterintuitive, but in psychology, there's something called the negativity bias. It means our brains are actually wired to pay more attention to and learn more deeply from negative experiences and feedback. That difficult critique from your boss, that argument that revealed a flaw in your communication, that failed project that kept you up at night, these aren't just painful moments. They are powerful learning opportunities. They stick in our memory far more strongly than praise or easy successes. These uncomfortable experiences are actually treasures in disguise, packed with valuable lessons that can fuel our development. So, if you truly want to transform, you have to do something radical. You have to intentionally turn your attention toward the very things you've been avoiding. I call this looking into your information avoidance area. It's about making a conscious decision to face the music, to acknowledge the problems, big and small, that you've been sweeping under the rug. This isn't about wallowing in negativity. It's about being a detective in your own life, identifying the clues you've been ignoring, and then dedicating real time and energy to understanding them and finding solutions. Let's make this practical. Think about your daily life. Maybe there's a minor conflict at home that's been bugging you. For instance, your roommate or partner is always making noise when you're trying to work. You've been ignoring it, putting on headphones, maybe sighing dramatically, but never actually addressing it. That's information avoidance. Facing it means having a calm, direct conversation. It might be awkward for a few minutes, but solving it brings peace and improves your relationship. It's a small act of confronting discomfort that leads to a better daily life. Let's take it a step further into our relationships. Have you ever felt a growing distance between you and a friend or partner? There's an indifference there, a lack of connection that you both feel but never talk about. Avoiding this conversation is easy. You just drift further apart until the relationship fades away. Confronting it, however, is where growth happens. It requires courage to say, "Hey, I feel like we're not as close as we used to be. Is everything okay?" This conversation could be difficult, but it could also save the relationship or, at the very least, give you both clarity and closure. By facing the uncomfortable silence, you learn how to be a better friend, a better partner, and a more emotionally honest person. This principle is incredibly powerful in our careers as well. What are you afraid of at work? What new technology or skill do you have a prejudice against? A perfect example right now is AI. Many people are afraid of it, thinking it will take their jobs. They mock it, dismiss it, and refuse to learn about it. This is a classic case of information avoidance, driven by fear and prejudice. But what if you did the opposite? What if you leaned into that fear and started learning about AI? You could discover that it's not a threat, but an incredible tool that can make your job easier and more creative. You could become the go-to expert on your team. By confronting what you fear, you can turn a perceived threat into your biggest opportunity for career advancement. The process of transformation isn't about one giant leap. It's about taking small, consistent steps into discomfort. It's about building the muscle of courage. Start by identifying one small thing you've been avoiding this week. Just one. One, is it a phone call you need to make? An apology you need to give? A new skill you've been putting off learning? Acknowledge it, double it down. Then, schedule a specific time to face it. Don't just think about it. Commit to taking one small action. When you do this, you're not just solving a problem, you're rewriting your own programming. You're teaching your brain that you are capable of handling discomfort, that you are strong enough to face challenges, and that, on the other side of that fear, is growth, confidence, and progress. Each time you step into your information avoidance area, you dismantle that invisible wall, piece by piece. Over time, those small acts of courage add up to a monumental shift. You'll look back in a year and won't even recognize the person you used to be. True transformation begins the moment you decide to stop running from what makes you uncomfortable and start walking toward it. The treasures you're looking for are hidden there. So, what are you avoiding right now? Your breakthrough is waiting for you on the other side of that question. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, give this video a like and subscribe for more content on personal growth. I'll see you in the next one.